This is Akashwani and I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. India's Chandrayaan-3 will land on the moon's surface at 6:04 p.m. today, set to create a history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses BRICS business meet in Johannesburg, says India will be the growth engine of the world in the coming years. President Draupadi Murmu lauds Goa University for implementing interdisciplinary program under National Education Policy 2020. Legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar declared as the national icon of the Election Commission of India. In Mizoram, 16 killed after under-construction railway bridge collapses. Ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees announced for next of kin of each deceased. And in sports, India's chess prodigy Pragyan Anand to face Magnus Carlsen in the FIDE World Chess Championship final this evening. And now the news in detail. India's third lunar mission Chandrayaan-3 is set to land on the moon today around 6:04 p.m. The Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO is geared up to accomplish the most difficult task of soft landing Vikram lander module near the south pole of moon. It has to decelerate the lander, which is moving at the speed of around 6,000 kilometers per hour. The lander equipment has to bear the assault of lunar dust and has to change its position from horizontal to vertical angle. The scientists call this phase as 15 minutes of hell. The lander has to overcome all these challenges before the touchdown. The director of Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium in Bengaluru, Pramod G. Galgali, has spoken exclusively to Akashwani News on the significance of the moon mission undertaken by ISRO.
There are several technologies which they are using. One is the rocket technology, how to go there, reach and things like that. Other is the navigation. Third is actually onboard computers they are using to control the landing. And the important thing is all these have to work in coordination. For example, the altimeters will measure how high it is from the moon and give the information to the computer. Computer will give instruction to the engine how much it has to fire. That has to have accurately. So the technology of measuring the height is being used. The computer technology is being used, and again the engine technology is being used. It is a very complex system, and I'm sure with all the effort that has gone into it, it will be successful today.
Many schools across the country have arranged a special screening of Chandrayaan-3 mission landing on moon this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India will be the growth engine of the world in the coming years and will soon be a $5 trillion economy. In his address at the BRICS Business Forum Leaders Dialogue in Johannesburg, South Africa, the Prime Minister said, despite economic turmoil in the global economy, India today remains the world's fastest growing major economy.
भारत आज विश्व की फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग मेजर इकोनॉमी है. जल्द ही भारत $5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बन जाएगा. इस बात में कोई संदेह नहीं कि आने वाले वर्षों में भारत विश्व का ग्रोथ इंजन होगा. ये इसलिए है क्योंकि भारत ने आपदा और मुश्किलों के समय को आर्थिक सुधार के अवसर में परिवर्तित किया.
Speaking about the reforms undertaken in various sectors, the Prime Minister said that the reforms made in a mission mode by the Government of India has resulted in enhancing the ease of doing business. He highlighted that the government is specially focused on public service delivery and good governance. Mr. Modi informed that the DBT scheme has enhanced transparency in service delivery and reduced corruption. Throwing light on digital transaction, Prime Minister Modi said, today in India, Unified Payment Interface or UPI is used at all levels from street vendors to big shopping malls.
आज भारत में स्ट्रीट वेंडर से लेकर बड़े बड़े शॉपिंग मॉल तक यूपीआई यानी यूनिफाइड पेमेंट इंटरफेस का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. आज विश्व के सबसे अधिक डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन वाला देश भारत है. यूएई, फ्रांस, सिंगापुर जैसे देश इस प्लेटफॉर्म के साथ जुड़े हैं. ब्रिक्स देशों के साथ भी इस पर काम करने के लिए अनेक संभावनाएं हैं.
Prime Minister Modi noted that COVID had highlighted the importance of resilient and inclusive supply chains and emphasized the importance of mutual trust and transparency for this. He also stressed that together, BRICS can contribute significantly to global welfare, particularly of the Global South. The Prime Minister also invited BRICS business leaders to participate in India's developmental journey. Today, Prime Minister Modi will participate in the plenary sessions of the BRICS Summit and attend the banquet dinner hosted by the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. The three-day BRICS Summit is being held in Johannesburg under the chairmanship of South Africa. Mr. Modi is participating in BRICS Africa Outreach and BRICS Plus Dialogue event that is being held as part of the BRICS Summit activities. President Draupadi Murmu has lauded the Goa University for implementing an interdisciplinary program under National Education Policy 2020. Speaking at the 34th convocation of Goa University this morning, the President expressed happiness that more than half of degree holders and gold medalists are female. She said that National Education Policy 2 is bringing qualitative changes in education through coordination between skill development, industry connect and employability.
राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 के तहत गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा प्रदान करने हेतु हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली में सुधार लाया जा रहा है। ये शिक्षा नीति स्किल डेवलपमेंट, इंडस्ट्री कनेक्ट और एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी का सामंजस्य करके समग्र शिक्षा को बढ़ावा दे रही है।
Governor P.S.S. Pillai, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant and other dignitaries were present at the event. The President is on a three-day visit to Goa. She will also address the Goa Legislative Assembly at Porvorim later in the evening. G20 Chief Coordinator Harshvardhan Shringla said that India's G20 presidency is unique and unparalleled in the history of G20. He said many new initiatives have been taken under India's presidency of G20. Speaking during an event in New Delhi today, Mr. Shringla said Startup 20, Disaster Relief Reduction Group, Meeting of Chief Scientists of G20 and G20 Meeting on Cybersecurity are some of the new initiatives started by India. Talking about India's rapid pace of economic growth, he said India is now the fastest growing economy in the world and has become the fifth largest economy. He lauded the role of the Indian diaspora in the nation's progress, saying that they played an active role in successfully organizing the G20 events. He said Indian people living in several countries epitomize the finest value of Indian culture. More than 521 lakh metric tons rice estimated to be procured during the forthcoming Kharif marketing season 2023-24. According to the Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Ministry, the leading state in terms of estimated procurement of rice is Punjab. In a statement, the ministry said more than 33 lakh metric tons of millets, Shri Ann, is estimated to be procured by the states during the coming Kharif marketing season. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at Air News Alerts. Bharat Ratna awardee legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar has been declared as the national icon of the Election Commission of India, ECI, to create awareness among voters and encourage their participation in the electoral process. Addressing an event in Akashvani Bhavan in New Delhi today, Mr. Tendulkar said this is a new inning for him after retiring from cricket. He said every vote is important in the development of the nation. He encouraged the voters, especially the young citizen, to cast their votes.
We are the largest democracy in the world, and it is our prime responsibility to exercise our voting rights. It is a responsibility which should not be ignored. मैं यही कहूँगा कि सभी का ध्यान होना चाहिए इलेक्शंस कब होते हैं and when is that window to go out and vote.
During the event, a memorandum of understanding has been signed with Sachin Tendulkar for 3 years in the presence of the Chief Election Commissioner, ECI, Mr. Rajiv Kumar. Speaking on the occasion, ECI Rajiv Kumar said the aim is to address the challenges of urban and youth apathy towards voting.
Today we all have gathered here to commemorate and celebrate the beginning of what we hope will be a long inning and a long partnership with cricket legend Bharat Ratna awardee Shri Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, the ECI's national icon. And in this inning, we do not want him to contribute runs as such. What we want him is to encourage millions and millions of voters. The voters come out to the polling stations and vote. That's the strength he has. And therefore, we want him to bat on that.
Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs and Information and Broadcasting Anurag Singh Thakur today said that there has been a big change in sports in the country in the last few years. He said that Khelo India has acted as a catalyst in this change. He was addressing the gathering at Jaipur after inaugurating the Khelo India centres in 33 districts of the state. Mr. Thakur said that the central government is making constant efforts to promote sports in the country.
खेलो इंडिया स्कीम जब 2016 में हम लोग लेकर आए और साथ ही साथ टारगेट ओलंपिक पोडियम स्कीम जिसको आप टॉप्स के नाम से जानते हो, उनके आने से देश में बदलाव क्या हुआ कि आज तक के सबसे ज्यादा मेडल भारत ने कभी जीते तो टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स में 7 मेडल जीते.
Union Minister announced to start 18 more Khelo India centres in Rajasthan. He also announced the opening of the National Centre of Excellence and Sports Science Centre in the state. In Mizoram, at least 26 workers are feared dead as an under-construction railway bridge over the Kurung River collapsed. The bridge connecting Bairabi to Sairang collapsed this morning. Our correspondent reports the bodies of 16 victims were recovered so far. Rescue operation is underway. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed grief over the tragic incident. An ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund would be given to the next of the kin of each deceased. 50,000 rupees would be given to the injured. In Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh handed over temporary shelter homes constructed at Sajiva Jail Complex in Imphal East to displaced families. It will accommodate around 400 displaced families. The temporary shelter, constructed by the Manipur Police Housing Corporation Limited, provides basic facilities of toilets, electricity and drinking water. During the handover of temporary shelter homes this morning, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said the shelters were provided under the scheme for providing temporary shelter for 3,000 shelter units by the government of Manipur with the aim to accommodate those displaced families until they return to their original settlements. On to sports. In chess, Ramesh Babu Pragyananand will play with Carlsen in the second game tonight. Earlier, the first game of the much-awaited final of the FIDE World Cup between Indian Grandmaster Ramesh Babu Pragyananand and world number 1 Magnus Carlsen ended in a draw after 35 moves in Baku, Azerbaijan last night. Pragyananand has faced Carlsen earlier also, where he challenged the 5-time world champion, defeating him thrice in the last 6 months. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan Grandmaster Nijat Abbasov defeated American Grandmaster Fabiano Caruana. In cricket, India will play the third and last match of the series against Ireland tonight at 7:30 p.m. at Dublin. India has already bagged the 3-match series with 2-0 lead. India had won the last match by 33 runs, while it defeated Ireland by 2 runs via Duckworth-Lewis method in the first match. The key domestic share indices were trading almost flat in the afternoon trade. The Sensex was 48 points down to trade at 65,172, while the Nifty was trading 10 points down at 19,387 a short while ago. Madhya Pradesh Task International Public Policy Research Centre, a Bhopal-based organisation, started a special program for 100 hours on completion of 100 programs of Man Ki Baat. In this program, 100 speakers will give lectures on various topics of Man Ki Baat for 100 hours non-stop on a single platform. This program will continue till the 27th of this month. The special feature of this program is that each session will be attended by 100 new listeners. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India's Chandrayaan-3 will land on the moon's surface at 6:04 p.m. today, set to create a history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses BRICS business meet in Johannesburg, says India will be the growth engine of the world in the coming years. President Draupadi Murmu lauds Goa University for implementing interdisciplinary program under National Education Policy 2020. Legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar declared as the national icon of the Election Commission of India. In Mizoram, 16 killed after under-construction railway bridge collapses. Ex-gratia of 2 lakh rupees announced for next of kin of each deceased. And in sports, India's chess prodigy Pragyananand to face Magnus Carlsen in the FIDE World Chess Championship final this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.